Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight?
We're ready to talk about holiday movies.
Yes, we are actually.
All right. It's the Christmas season. So I put on my Santa hat.
Santa hat and your bank rubber mask. Oh no, put the mask back on.
Yeah, it's less scary. Yeah.
Hey, Mom, Mr. Bernier.
I used to wear this one at the store.
Yeah, you did.
It definitely raised a few eyebrows, and just as you slowly walk up to somebody with this on and don't say a word and just kind of nod to them, it did freak some people out. Which,
man, I can imagine.
Okay, that was fun.
So we're talking about holiday movies tonight, are we?
We're going to talk about holiday movies. We're going to talk about. I figured we were going to definitely probably touch on the Giggle.
Oh yes, the Doctor Who show. Yes, definitely.
We didn't get they aired after our last show, so and I figure we're probably going to touch on Niagara Falls Comic Con because they've announced a bunch of stuff already.
I was going to basically get
that happened in June, and they've announced quite a few guests already, which is good, I guess. I mean, you want to kind of sell it early, sell it out, get people hooked. Usually it takes a bit of time for them to come up with better guests and all that stuff. You don't want to.
Yes. So Switz and I go to Niagara Falls Comic Con almost every year. It is basically a pop culture Comic Con of an odd A or 2 level guests followed by B's, C's, and many D's, basically.
Yep.
Normally they hold off announcing big guests. The occasional F, definitely the occasional F. But no kidding, big F on that one. Yeah. The last week and a half, they've been actually just pumping out guest announcements.
Yep.
Now they're not. I wouldn't consider exactly A-level guest announcements.
No, you're not getting your Shatners or your Stewarts or your McKellans or your anybody that huge this early.
No.
I mean,
they did go.
Do you think that the celebrities are just kind of like hedging their bets? It's like, ooh, they give me an offer, I'll take it. And if something else comes up better, we'll bow out, kind of pulling Elvis.
I think so, to a degree. Like some plan for con season, the ones that aren't working extensively, like the ones that are more retired. They're actually that. But for example, the first on the gate was 2 wrestlers because this is a wrestling con. Haha.
No.
The Bella Twins.
No. The first one out of the gate was Shamik Moore, the Miles Morales.
Yeah, which I think was a decent get.
Yeah. We did have a little bet going on for that announcement because they were teasing it as their first announcement. They had a big spider web up on the screen and all that, and a lot of people were saying Andrew Garfield. A lot of people were saying Tobey Maguire. I think I said it was going to be something animated. I guessed it was going to be like the voice from the 90s Fox cartoon.
I was going with basically the 70s TV Spider-Man. That's about the caliber we're thinking here.
Or the one from the Electric Company.
Yes. But they came right back hard with 2 strong wrestling announcements because that is their bread and butter.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah. The Bella Twins and Daniel Bryan, whatever his name is.
Yes. The Bella Twins, known as the Garcia Twins now.
Yep.
And Bryan Danielson, formerly known as Daniel Bryan from WWE. Now
he's married to one of them, basically.
Yeah.
And they already announced for those 2. They already announced autograph prices, so they're being pre-booked like Undertaker.
Oh wow!
Yep, $140 for Daniel Bryan for Daniel.
This is kind of interesting. I'm looking at the notes here. The Garcia Twins are there Saturday only. It looks like, and Bryan Danielson is there Sunday only.
I think he's got a show Saturday or Monday. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's just funny that he's not there with his wife. Maybe she'll stick around for an extra day with him.
She might, or else he might not show up. He has to bail out. But $140 for him for Ottawa.
Yeah,
that's pretty steep.
That is a little bit, yeah.
Then we got.
They list them all as wrestling legends.
Yeah, well, they're wrestling legends.
Yeah, that's. I wouldn't call them legendary status. I'd call them very popular, but
yeah. No, my dad loved the wrestlers. He was a kick out of those, and he went.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I can't remember all the ones they announced. Well, they're kind of like not. I can't remember because they're not overly popular. Today they announced the Boy Meets World trio,
Yes. Yep.
which was I think that's a solid B level.
Yep. Yep.
And then they had a few other ones, didn't they?
Julie Benz from Dexter.
Yep, that's not bad. It's solid B.
Jason Priestley, Beverly Hills 90210, and Private Eyes, is it?
Yep.
The is it CBC or CTV?
I think it was CTV. I think.
I can't remember.
He was there before, years back. Nice guy to talk to.
Yep. I don't think I ever met him. I don't think
tall feller. Yep. I talked to him. Tall feller.
Yep. Derek Mears, who was one of the Jasons in Friday the 13th. And they've got two 5 buddy people. Kevin Foster, who looks like he was the bear thing, and Jess Wise, who looks like she was a chicken thing.
So were they the costumes or the voice? The voice actors or what? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They have a voice artist, Tina Ballard.
Yep, see that.
Announced. American voice actress and ADR director affiliated with Funimation and the Sente Filmworks. Some of her notable roles are Kusano in Sakurai. These are things that I've never heard of.
No.
Mizuru Shakura in Rosario and the Vampire. Happy in Fairy Tale with Frank Welker.
Like I said, it's more modern voice actors. This is okay.
Yeah.
But what is that? That's almost like 10 guests off the start.
No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 13 guests so far.
That's a lot.
Because they also have Matthew Lewis.
Oh, well, that's right. I forgot about Matthew Lewis. Yes.
Yeah.
But they usually bring about 40 guests tops, don't they?
They announce about 40, 45.
Yes.
And then you see who shows up still, right?
Usually about a dozen cancel. Matthew Lewis, by the way, played Neville Longbottom from
Harry Potter.
Yeah. He was scheduled to come last year, but his flight got messed up and he hates Air Canada.
He was also supposed to come out the year that it was canceled.
Yep.
The COVID year.
Yep.
He was also in Ripper the last 2 seasons, which was Ripper Street. Ripper Street.
Yeah.
And that was a good.
Yeah. I think probably next Old Man Theater, we might actually start doing our Deadpool.
Yeah.
That's where Switz and
Go ahead. Sorry.
That's where Switz and I guess who will cancel or who likely cancel and throw down some autograph guessing prices. I just haven't set the sheet up. That's all. I'll do a little thing and all that.
There you go. Yep. Do we want to actually do a real Deadpool this year?
I don't know. I don't know that many celebrities anymore, really.
Oh, okay. Because
really? Because they've all passed, right?
Yeah.
But no, I couldn't think of a better name to call the Niagara Falls not coming. Guess who's not coming to dinner? Pool.
The Niagara Falls not coming pool.
Ain't showing up pool.
Showing up pool.
Yeah. But so it's I like to hedge your bets as I mentioned. These celebrities book, but some of them basically, if there's reshoots or a job, they have to go because it pays more money, and an appearance counts towards their SAG benefits, their Screen Actors Guild benefits. So
does it pay more money? Because we calculated there.
It probably is comparable,
but that a good top tier guest could pull in. What did we figure? Like
about 60
grand in a weekend.
60 grand a weekend.
Yeah.
But like I said, with the new SAG agreement now, an actor has to make a minimum of $60,000 in income in order to maintain their health benefits, which isn't bad for an A-lister. But if you're like a part-time guest star, $60K, that's a hard to maintain. So, but when the job calls, the job calls.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So is that? Oh yeah. So when Doctor Who, the 3rd special dropped.
Yeah. The Giggle. I liked it, and then I didn't, and then and then I wasn't sure what I felt about it.
I was okay up until the end. I was all in for the first 2/3.
It was great until the moment.
Till the moment.
It was a very fun, very at times creepy and scary and spooky episode.
Which was supposed to be.
Which was it wasn't. Oh. Yeah, I didn't expect that really. Like the bit with the puppets and the doors and all that stuff. I didn't expect that was well done, I thought.
So to catch people watching at home, Doctor Who is a 60-year-old sci-fi show coming to UK. It's about an alien that flies around in a time machine, and space machine looks like a police box. Gets their adventures in trouble. Recently, Disney Plus has acquired the rights to broadcast the 3 new specials. We covered the first 2 on a prior episode. The third and final special, showing the current incarnation of the Doctor, aired, called The Giggle, also starring Neil Patrick Harris as the villain, the toy maker.
Now they also have the rights to the Christmas episode in the upcoming seasons.
Anything new coming out, they said the broadcast.
Yep.
But yeah, as far as it went, Doctor Who can be funny at times. Yep. But there generally basically is a classic, they call them hide behind the couch moments, where it is and they get scared. And there were some parts of this that was generally kind of disturbing, which in a good way though.
Yep. I enjoyed those parts. Yep. They were really well done.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I thought I had doubts about Neil Patrick Harris being in it. Neil Patrick Harris nailed it. He was excellent.
Yep. There were some silly parts in it, like the his entrance to the unit with the Spice Girls thing.
I didn't mind that.
It was well done. I enjoyed it. I liked that part. It had me up until the regeneration.
Yep.
Now, what we've known about this special was that David Tennant came back for the 3 specials, and he was playing the 14th Doctor. So he was a new character. He was the 14th Doctor, even though he was very similar to the 10th Doctor and identical in appearance, obviously.
Yep.
He was going to be the 14th Doctor. But what threw everything in a tizzy and delighted the fans was this was a surprise, because Ncuti Gatwa had been announced as the next Doctor. Now, we all expected Jodie Whittaker, the number 13, to regenerate into Ncuti Gatwa, number 14.
We did.
No, Ncuti Gatwa became the 15th Doctor, they announced. So they said that they would have Tennant back for the 3 specials for the 60th anniversary. And we all assumed as well that there would be a lot of possible guest star or guest appearances from other Doctors, like Matt Smith or Peter Capaldi, possibly. They did not show up in these specials.
They refused. They didn't want to show up, they said.
Yeah. But I think it was a wise move on Doctor Who's part, on the BBC's part, on Disney Plus's part, to have Tennant in for these specials, because he's money. He's guaranteed ratings. He is the most popular Doctor in the modern era.
Yeah, and exactly.
Everyone has their favorite. People will say that Matt Smith is their favorite. They'll say that the Capaldi is their favorite. They'll say Whittaker. They'll say whoever. Tennant is, by and large, I would say, the most popular and the most common favorite. And they know that. And they know that he's a fan, and he loves the show and he loves the work, and he'll be there for it. And bringing him back is a smart move.
He's their all-star player. Like I said, he's the face of Doctor Who. Bringing him back was not a surprise, and actually,
it was a surprise the way they did it.
Well, it was basically like we never thought it could happen, but it did.
Yeah,
and it turned out quite well, I think.
Yes, yeah. But the twist was that we knew he was going to die, because they had announced that the Christmas special, Church on Ruby Road, sorry.
Ruby Road, yes.
Ruby Sunday is the character's name. Ruby Tuesday is the song by the Rolling Stones, and also a rather poorly rated restaurant in Niagara Falls.
I think it's actually bankrupt in the States. That's another story, though.
Oh, it could be. I mean, I was talking with somebody else about it. They were talking, hey, we should go there after the convention next year for the Doctor Who group, because that would be great. Ruby Tuesday. Wait a minute, her name's Ruby Sunday. Never mind. But looking into it, it's like, oh wow, the reviews at Ruby Tuesday were
it's not very good.
No, they were
but
not.
But as you're saying, Switz, it's become tradition that when new Doctor's announced, the old Doctor dies. The Doctor says, "See ya," goes off to the sunset when we're all done. You know.
Yep. And we knew that we'd have a new Doctor on Christmas.
Yeah, that's what we were expecting.
Announced it. So okay, very good. The bittersweet part of all these specials and Christmas specials and whatever was that you knew that this character that you loved and had been attached to for however many seasons or episodes or whatever was going to die and become a new actor. And yes, you're hopeful and excited about the new actor, but at the same time, this character you love is going to die and you're not going to see them anymore. Well, I was glad to see that they were going to do it in this third special, not on Christmas, because it was kind of depressing to have these things all happen on Christmas Day or whatever.
Yeah,
The character you love dies, and then again having to wait months and months till you got more episodes.
and I was looking for a nice, good send off. Like let's see what's going to happen here.
Yep,
this should be memorable, right? Let's see it. Let's see the send off.
I'm glad that they were going to kill him off, and we're never going to see him again. Not on Christmas.
Yeah,
well, that's not exactly what happened.
No.
Tell me you don't have faith in your new actor without telling me you don't have faith in your new actor.
So, folks, spoilers.
That's why the red screen up.
Russell T Davies, who's the current showrunner, who we thought was decent. I think he's a whack job myself right now.
I still think he's decent. I think
he's trash. In the words of Eccleston, fire Davies, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's been pulling a lot of stuff out of his butt to make things up, to fix things right. Now, this is science fiction, so we were expected things should happen this way. So I'll just going to spoil it.
Science. Sorry. Before you go, science fiction, good science fiction, is supposed to have rules and a history and a canon that you should be able to follow. This is how it works. You can't make the Enterprise go warp 20.
No.
Warp 10 is like the maximum. You can't beam somebody up from a planet that you're nowhere near. You can't beam them up from across the galaxy. You can't do a lot of these things. A robot cannot kill a human.
Just rules they set in place to it's basically when you're world building, here are the guardrails and expectations to keep you somewhat grounded.
Batman doesn't kill.
Yeah, Batman doesn't
Superman loses his powers with kryptonite.
Yep.
Yeah.
Superman doesn't swear.
Yeah.
He's the all-American boy.
Well, after that.
Yeah. So in this episode where Tennant gets hit by a death ray, he's going to regenerate. Instead of dying, what happened, Switz?
Pull my arm. Pull on me. And you pull on the other side. And they pulled out a new doctor.
They call it by regeneration. So now instead of him dying.
By regeneration or by generation?
By regeneration.
Okay.
Yeah. So instead of him dying, he literally popped off the next doctor beside him, and they both exist. I'm like, what part of my language, Mom? Sorry, bullshit is this? I was like the first 2/3 was like, this is a great episode. I'm like, what the deuce? Oh, and so anyways, they finish it up. They even clone the time machine, so he has his own time machine.
Yeah.
The new doctor goes off to have his adventures. David Tennant now sticks around on Earth to relax and recover, and because the way they had portrayed the character since the return in 2005 was that he was kind of suffering from PTSD, and remorse from the Time War and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So that made sense. It really did. That they wanted the character. The character needed to relax. It might not have made sense that he did relax. No.
Or the way they did it.
So now they've created a situation where they have the new doctor who's going to go and do his own adventures, but he's got this huge shadow of the most popular doctor ever play the doctor sitting in the background on the bench, ready to come in if something goes south.
Around, ready for ratings to dip.
Yeah, that's So to put this in terms you understand, imagine this might be a bad example. Imagine J.R. Ewing, and they want to remove him from the show, so they had him, shot, right? But instead of dying, He's in a coma.
No.
Okay. Got a better example?
Patrick Ewing, or not, Bobby Ewing.
Yeah, okay. I forgot about that one.
That's a better example. When Patrick Duffy wanted out of Dallas.
Yeah.
And did he want out, or did they want him out because of contract or whatever? I can't remember.
Something like that. Anyways, they wrote him out.
They killed him. They shot him. He was dead.
He's gone.
Gone. Until a year later, and a season later, when they brought him back, because the whole season where he died was a dream.
Yeah, and there's basically a big reset. So
yeah. So our ratings just bring Bobby Ewing back, please.
So like I said, I wasn't impressed. I thought it was still a decent episode. Yeah, that ending left me so unsatisfied, and
it did.
And this I don't know how you'd feel the specter of David Tennant lurking over your shoulder. You know,
I would have been happy if they had done what they did, and then he disappeared back into the ether, or dissolved into energy or something.
Absolutely,
100%. They kept him around to finish off the bad guy, and then that was it.
100%.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I was, like I said, I was disappointed.
Yeah. I enjoyed 95% of it.
That was what really got me. Was everything about it was starting to work for me.
Yep.
Neil Patrick Harris, like, can you sing and dance for us? Say no more. I got it right.
Yep.
And it was clicking, and then, Yep.
Gut punch.
Yeah. Now I am looking forward to the new season, most definitely. But
yep. I'm going to treat it for now as though that did happen. That he did dissolve back into energy and is gone.
He went to a farm in the country.
Yes.
He literally went to a house in the suburb. That's what happened. He went to the house in the suburb.
Yeah. With all the other dogs and doctors.
Yeah. So like I said, that's our geek lament for this week, basically, is that
we've if out there watch the show or do watch the show, comment. Let us know what you think of it, what you thought of it. We do love to talk about our Doctor Who.
And like I said, if you're new to Doctor Who, we highly recommend watching the first couple of the new seasons with Eccleston and those guys. Don't get hung up on the fact it's sci-fi. It is great character-driven drama. It's got humor. It's got action. Trust me, it's not like the old stuff. The new stuff is good.
Yep. Yeah, the stuff is great too.
Oh, I've been watching Tom Baker episodes making dinner lately.
But I can see a lot of people not jumping on for it there. Yeah.
No, exactly.
Yeah. So they had the new Doctor Who Magic the Gathering set out.
Yes.
As you recall. And I did finally get that third day.
Yeah.
Those were all just a blur with your green screen.
I know. I thought about it. Yeah, I actually bought a booster box.
Okay.
Of them, and like it's the same cards. What's really weird about the set is it's a fixed set. They're only like, was it 230 cards, whatever?
I picked up a couple cards off eBay just to get some foil versions because I thought they'd be kind of cool. So I picked up a third Doctor.
Okay, I've got a full version of him too.
Yep, and I picked up a third Doctor.
Ah, nice.
With a different artwork, and I don't know what this all is about, but I
will tell you in summary. So Magic the Gathering has been around for, I don't know, 25, 30 years as a game. It's cards, it's dragons, play it like that. They are now bringing in licensed properties such as Lord of the Rings and Doctor Who to sell more stuff to people like us. So
as the nerds get older, they get moneyed and disposable income.
So the last set was Lord of the Rings. And they had basically some decks and some very, premium boosters and normal boosters. The idea was in the premium booster box, there was a one copy, like numbered 1 out of 1. Some guy found it, sold it for $2 million.
He sold it to who was a musician,
Post Malone, who's a big Magic fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. One guy offered him $750, and he hauled out and got $2 million for it for a single card.
Even if Post Malone had offered you less, I would still sell it to him because, one, I know he's a giant fan and all that stuff, but also like kind of selling it to a celebrity. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that just makes the story that much better than I met Post Malone at the Arby's outside of town to make the Facebook Marketplace trade.
Exactly.
Rather than I met this guy who drove a van with no windows.
Yeah. So with the Doc 2 set, it's a much smaller set. There are only like, I want to say like 200 cards. There's 4 decks,
right?
Yeah. Well, if you buy all 4 decks, you have all the cards.
Okay.
And they're all fixed decks. They're a special game
Format.
variation called Commander. You play the deck, and that's it. No, like one of each copy. Where you go. There are no cheap booster boxes. Nothing else. This is it. They have what's called a premium booster box, which I did acquire one of, that has the same cards in foil, splash foil, and other versions. What Swiss hold up is something special called a Dr. TARDIS borderwork art variation, only found in the boosters. Each Doctor, and I think the Master and the TARDIS has that special frame. Only found in the boosters.
I didn't notice that. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. The big hook, though, is in the boosters. The Doctors are numbered. I think there's 500 copies of each. So if you can find one and have it numbered, it's worth a little more, basically. But they're pretty scarce.
Is there a number on this?
On the left-hand side, you should see like 503 of something, basically.
Yeah, I don't see that. I see R0554.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So this is the way they suck you in, try and get you. Don't forget, folks, cards are not investments. They're just basically for fun. So set your money on fire in the field. that's what that comes from, Switz. And they've released some other extra, special Doctor Who cards to shake more money from you for $100 and all this kind of stuff. But
yeah, I saw that secret layer regeneration stuff. That's crazy. Like, because it's only like 4 or 5 cards.
Yep.
And it's several $100 or $100 like that. That's nuts.
In some cases, these cards and those are just reskins of existing cards. They're just different title and art on them. Same functionality. It is nuts. Yeah. Like Pokemon is still the same way. Pokemon is insane. I'm glad I'm not into that, into that stuff.
Yep.
Anyways, that's your luxury Doctor Who for the week.
There you go. So
movies, right?
What day is it? What day is it? It's the 21st.
It is my day of birth.
That's 3 days from Christmas Eve, 4 days from Christmas Day, 5 days from Boxing Day, 27 days from sometime in the middle of January. I think in this time of year, people watch seasonal holiday themed movies.
315 days to Halloween, apparently.
Oh, all right, count that down. I'm more excited.
Yeah. It's been crazy with the lack of snow up here and being so busy. I really haven't had a chance to really get into the holiday spirit or watch my holiday movies. I enjoy a good holiday movie.
Okay.
I do have my favorites.
Yeah.
There's so many of them out there to choose from. Like, how do you pick, right? Like,
yeah.
And of course, the big debate is, what is a Christmas/holiday movie?
Yeah. Yep. Now, who wants to go first here? Because you know what? I made a presentation up a slideshow.
I got a slideshow. Mine's ready to go too.
Mine too. And I made it up a couple weeks ago, and I have no idea what's on it because I don't remember.
I should go first in case I jog your memory. But let's talk. So what makes a holiday movie to you? One, it's got to take place at Christmas. It's got to have Christmas in it. I'm sorry. Can't just be snow. It's got to be Christmas, December-ish. It helps if they do mention Christmas.
Yep.
But a lot of people that have sticks up their butt saying, well, it doesn't have Santa. It doesn't talk about the Christmas stuff and all that. And it's not, no.
No spirit of Christmas. No holiday. No.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's one thing. The other thing I noticed too now with my picks is I have a theory. I call it Uncle Gutty's theory of pop culture. The idea is that basically is anything older than 30 years is forgotten. And in most cases, there are exceptions. Yep. So, for example, when we were back in the 80s, we watched all those black and white Christmas films, the Rankin Bass things. We were all really excited about them, right?
Yep.
I talked today with the kids about what they like. It only goes back to like
Elf.
80s. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the Rankin Bass stuff. So I think
I'll bet you that they don't remember like Scrooge, because Scrooge came out in what, like 89 or something like that?
Yep. Well, I'd watched the Rankin Bass, the stuff the kids, and my little one watched Frosty till the tape fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not kind of in their wheelhouse anymore.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit of the pop culture and a bit of like my theory is that's that window of validity and the fact that they're not broadcast as much anymore either.
Yeah.
Like now there is an exception. Like I said, stuff like, A Wonderful Life will always be popular because it's transcendent. But it's kind of like the Baseball Hall of Fame. Once you become eligible, you've only got a certain window before you got to either make it or you drop off, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I have come up with a few of my favorite Christmas films, which are going to surprise you. Hollywood.
All right.
Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
I need a stage here.
Shot.
Uncle Gaddy, favorite holiday movies. Of course, I had to do some honorable mentions. I tried to narrow it down because I like, there isn't too many films I don't care for. Believe it or not, White Christmas I don't care for. I found it very boring. So sorry, folks.
Nope.
And I've never seen It's Wonderful Life.
White Christmas for a second.
Okay.
Could White Christmas be the first movie where the gang had to get together to save the restaurant, team, the house, the whatever?
That's a tough one.
Could it be the prototype for all those movies where we got to get the band together to raise money to save the orphanage?
I'd have to go check that one because I know there's a few things like Save That Tiger and all that era. But I will agree that is a common holiday theme. We got to save the X.
Yep.
And like it's a Wonderful Life. I want to know what would happen if I made different choices. That's also a holiday theme in my opinion as well. So I agree with that. That would, you can only tell a Christmas story so many ways.
Yes.
Look at Hallmark movies, Town girl goes back to her hometown, car breaks down, muscular
falls in love with the guy she used to date in high school, or the rugged handyman
who runs a Christmas tree lot, basically. Stays there.
The guy that's nothing like what she is now.
Yeah. So Hallmark, you just pay me $50, I start your next movie for you.
Yeah.
Anyways, I won't mock those too much.
6 of them.
I know a lot of people like those Hallmark films.
Yep.
I know some people binge watch them, and that's absolutely fine.
I've never seen one. Maybe
I've seen a couple, and if you've seen one, you've seen them all.
I'm not married, so I guess I don't need to.
Well, I watch. I don't say to be married to watch them, so I've seen one.
Okay, all right.
So some honorable mentions.
I'm not in any sort of relationship, so I don't need to watch romantic movies to remind me how much I'm not in any sort of relationship. Yeah. Okay. On with the movie. On with Fix. Let's go.
All right. Lethal Weapon.
Yes.
Okay. Written by Shane Black. If you watch any Shane Black film, there's Christmas in it. No question. The guy loves Christmas. You might laugh at it, but yeah, it does take place at Christmas, even though it's kind of buried in the background.
The opening was a fight in a Christmas tree lot, wasn't it?
And there's a Christmas tree.
Or was it closing?
No, and the opening was a fight in a Christmas tree lot.
Right. It's been 100 years since I've seen the first one.
I actually put this on my rotation for Christmas now.
Okay. Nice.
There's a Christmas tree in the Murtaugh house, but it's not a very in-your-face Christmas. It's set at Christmas.
Which one had him stuck on the toilet? Was that the second one?
I think it was the second one.
I think so. He had to dive into the bathtub to avoid the bomb on the toilet.
I think so. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Released in '87, number one at the box office 3 weeks. Glover and Gibson were Glover's just coming off. It's the color purple, and a very fantastic performance.
Yep.
And they said the chemistry was immediate. But yeah, I like this one. But like I said, it's one of those outside holiday films that you don't really consider. Love Hard. This is a new film that I've kind of fallen in with.
Okay.
It's like Harry Met Sally meets Roxanne. It's a cross between it. So the girl writes a relationship column, and she gets catfished by this guy who catfishes her and all that. And again, he goes to her town. They act like they're together and all this kind of stuff. And then they get together. It's a very, very cute film. And that one that Shree watches and I sit down and watch it. It's funny. It's cute.
Okay.
It's a Netflix film. And it was number one in 87 countries when it premiered. So, like I said, you can do a lot worse, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
A Christmas Story.
Yep.
It's only an honorable mention because I have not watched it regularly in a long time. It was easier when I had cable because TNT, now TBS, does a 24-hour marathon of It's a Christmas Story.
Yeah.
They play it 12 times from Christmas Eve until the evening of Christmas Day, basically.
Until the tape breaks.
Yeah. Based upon Gene Shepard's novel, In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash, is about his reminiscence in the 50s of being a child. It's actually really damn funny.
Yep.
Spawn 3 sequels, Runs the Family, Christmas Story 2, both and
Yep.
the recent one, A Christmas Story Christmas, I watched, wasn't bad. They brought back a lot of the original cast for it,
Looks
actually.
pretty good.
Yeah, it was
I-
good.
My family used to watch Christmas Story every year on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
And
I remember.
we used to go over to my aunt's house for Christmas dinner, and they'd put the tape on after dinner or whatever, and they'd watched it every year for umpteen years running. I was never there for it because I had to leave and go to work. So I hadn't seen the Christmas Story until probably 5-6 years ago. I had never seen it in its entirety.
I discovered it later. I rented it basically in the late 80s.
Yep.
There's the Christmas Story house is in Cleveland. You can actually go and stay there as an Airbnb. He's trying to sell it out, and there's, like I said, it's a fun film, and I get a kick out of it. Who doesn't love the leg lamp?
The flagpole and all that is still up at Memorial School back in here in St. Catharines.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, that parts of it were shot here in St. Catharines and Niagara-on-the-Lake.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and like I said, it's a fun film. And like I said, I haven't watched it in a long time.
And
but I did.
and Darren McGavin, fantastic.
Oh, he was.
And I don't think, did he get credited in it? I don't think he got credited in it.
I can't remember, actually. Is that terrible?
For some reason, I think he didn't get credited. It was either that or he didn't get credited in The Natural. I can't remember.
Probably The Natural, because he was pretty prompt in this one.
No, he didn't want to be credited. It was like, don't put my name on it. It's okay.
No, I guess this one's fine. The Old Man. I
Yeah,
can still quote most of it. Red Ryder, BB gun, and
it's iconic because like things like the bunny costume.
yeah, and like I said, this is transcended my pop culture theory. This is like classic now.
Yeah.
And I put Scrooged up.
Yep.
I just actually picked this up on DVD because it's not streaming anywhere.
Okay. 88. So yeah, it came out on VHS in 89.
Yeah. Bill Murray took like a 4-year hiatus after Ghostbusters because he was doing so well just to relax. Did this, and he said it was absolutely just pure misery because he was having creative clashes with the director at regular intervals.
Who directed it?
Richard Donner.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
Wasn't well reviewed when it came out. I thought it was great. I actually thought in the theater.
Yeah. It ended strange.
It ended strange.
And that might have thrown some people off for it or whatever.
Well, the other part too is he is very nasty for half the film.
Oh yeah.
Like not just unpleasant, just absolutely horrible person.
Yeah.
And that was what makes it uncomfortable, this whole turnout at the end. But like I said, it's got him, Karen Allen. I find absolutely funny. And I'm looking forward to watching DVD.
Yep. Good.
Those are my honorable mentions. Like I said,
right.
I've got a lot, but here's my top 5 holiday films.
Drum roll, please.
Number 1, Die Hard.
Nice.
Laugh all you want. This kicks off the holiday season for me. I watch this probably the 3rd week of November every year without fail. I'll put it on. Me and True will cuddle up and watch it. Like I said, it takes place at Christmas. He goes to a Christmas party.
Sorry, guys. I forgot to move my advent calendar down.
Your countdown. Yep. Hans Gruber falling off the Nakatomi building.
Yep.
It's a great action film.
There he is.
Oh my gosh, there's so much to say about this film. I love it. The leaders offered like 12 different actors for Bruce Willis. Thought about it. Yep. Stallone, Gere, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, I could see Burt Reynolds in the movie.
How about what was the other one I saw?
I could see.
Dirty Harry. Eastwood had offered it too. He turned it down.
Really?
Arnold was offered it.
86. Eastwood was doing. I want to say that was around the time that he did Heartbreak Ridge
and High Plains, probably High Plains Drifter. Yeah, he's getting that part.
Yeah.
Arnold thought he was too muscular, so he passed.
Yep.
Willis said no because he was doing Moonlighting, but then Sybil Shepherd got pregnant, so he had 11 weeks to kill.
Oh, okay.
So he went and did it.
Yeah.
And the best part was the studio goes, well, we test it, and you're not going to lose any money if Willis does this. It's not going to turn people off. They said you're not going to get people. Wound up being nominated for Oscars, like
fact,
sound effects.
It might become a Christmas classic.
Yeah, sound effects and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I like it. It's an action film. I like saying it's a Christmas film. Steven D'Souza, one of the writers, is actually on Twitter. You can ask him. He says it's a Christmas film.
Yep.
And like I said, welcome to the party and all that. I like I said, to me, it's now in my regular rotation.
Nice.
Love Actually. I'm sorry, man. This is one I love to watch too with Cherie.
Yep.
It's an ensemble film with multiple stories all running together, all related. It's very sweet. Didn't have a Christmas theme at first. It was just going to be basically a relationship film, and the director kind of changed it up a bit. And it was the most rented DVD in the UK in 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a fun film. I didn't realize it's almost 20 years old now.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never seen this one.
It's good. There, like I said,
Yep.
there's something for everybody in it because each of the stories, some are funny, some are romantic, some are whatever kind of thing. Who's what I really like? Who played Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh, I don't know because I only saw the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh God, he's the old guy. Shoot. Anyways, he's in this one, and he plays an aging rocker who's putting out like redoing one of the songs for Christmas.
Bill Nighy.
And he comes across as the most funniest guy in the this is absolutely hilarious.
He's a really good actor. I really enjoyed him in Hot Fuzz and Tron. Yeah.
Well, the best part is he says he appreciates this film. This is the last film he had auditioned for.
Oh, okay.
Once this came out, his performance basically opened up doors for him. He never auditioned ever again.
Yep. But he was also fantastic in About Time.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Again, believe for something light and fun to watch, this one's a good one. I got a kick out of it.
Yep.
I actually have a classic I do like. I like A Christmas Carol, aka Scrooge. I watch this one every year. It's in black and white. Like, I don't know what it is about it.
Yep.
It is one of the most faithful translations of Dickens's of novel. The past stuff is kind of jazzed up a bit, but it works. There's something about this film that just kind of sings to me, and I just like watching it. I do like watching it.
The jazzed up past really does make you feel empathy for Scrooge.
It does. That's what it does in a good way.
Yeah. You see that this is a character you do want redeemed.
Yeah.
Because you can see what he went through, what he lost, and what he had done. Yeah.
And I think his redemption
and what he
quite well. Yeah. It's done quite well in this film.
Yep.
It's 88 minutes. It won't take you a long time to watch this one. Trust me.
No.
And I like this. I also like, I didn't put it on my list. I also like Mickey's Christmas Carol. I watched that one too. I think that one's also sweet. And my last one, I think, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, I used to watch the cartoon all the time. It was one of my dad's favorite Christmas specials.
The Boris Karloff narrated one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dad liked this one too. He liked the child Grinch. He lost his head. He just laughed his ass off. He goes, "Look at that stupid thing." It's over the top. It's Jim Carrey, so it might not be for everybody.
Yeah.
But I just laugh my butt off watching this all the time, and I quote it all the time. Took 2.5 hours to get Carrey into the makeup. He said I felt like being trapped under multiple layers and go crazy.
That would be hard.
They brought in a Navy SEAL to teach him how to resist torture.
Oh wow.
That's what they did. Because after a while he'd go insane because he can't take it off.
Yeah.
So they brought in a Navy SEAL to teach him how to do torture. They told him he could smoke as much as he wants. He goes, "Fantastic! I'm covered in glue and yak hair. Like I'm smoking, no problem."
Yeah.
It is sweet. I like it. I think it holds up quite well. I've not seen the new animated one with Benedict Cumberbatch. I heard that one is good.
Yep. Have you read the book?
Oh yeah, I read the book. No problem.
Yeah.
Who hash and who will. And of course, I put Alpha on my list as well. Alpha is just one of those surprise things. When I first heard about Will Ferrell playing an Alpha, that's going to be stupid.
I want to say that Elf really cemented the career of Jon Favreau because he directed this one, didn't he?
Absolutely. He had, I forget what he did before. He did one movie before, and then he got this.
Was it Swingers he did?
No, or something else I didn't recognize. So there's a couple of he did, but wasn't as popular as Swingers. It was
Swingers was before Elf as well, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a lot under his belt, the director, and he's actually started. He was a director actor.
Yep.
But this basically opened up doors for him to do Iron Man and other films.
Yeah.
Was that?
He acted in this one. He didn't star in it.
Yeah, he was a doctor. Yeah. But this got him going. Will Ferrell, James Caan. Oh my God. You couldn't ask for a better cast. And
Ed Asner.
He wanted the cast to know everybody to call him Happy. Was it Happy James or Smiling James Caan? Because everybody know they had a good experience on the with James Caan. Ed Asner's great as Santa. I thought he was perfect. Bob Newhart read the script and was signed on immediately. He knew this would be a classic.
Yep.
And
I'm sure that he wanted to do it as a good one for his grandkids too.
That too.
Yeah.
Straight into a Broadway musical, an anime special. I've seen neither one of those.
Zooey Deschanel.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yep.
She was wonderful too.
Yep.
It's just all around, I don't know, fun film. Yep. And I quote it too. Like me and the kids quote each other, like, used to like beef and cheese. Used to not throwing a lies. Or else
you find your dad.
Pem does that. Or else would I ask like I say, Serena, what time you work in the morning? She goes, 9 a.m. I go, Santa's coming, 9 a.m. Like that, Oh my gosh. But it's held up quite well, and I am quite entertained by
it. Yep. Yeah, it really has stood the test of time.
Yeah. Those are my picks. Like I said, I think of the older ones like the old Grinch, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers, all those Rankin Bass films. They're the cartoons. They're good, but I haven't watched them in a while.
Yeah.
The other thing too is I did not put Charlie Brown's Christmas on the list. Maybe I'm just tired of it.
Oh, okay.
I know Pem's a big fan of Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Yep. Yeah.
Before we get into it, you know what else I missed too that we don't have anymore? Christmas variety specials.
Yeah.
Where they would drag out these like in the 80s, these stars.
Like B. Arthur
with Bob Hope and special guest Kiss.
Yes.
Like stuff like that.
Christmas specials were always kind of fun, actually. Yeah.
I know. I kind of miss those because it was insane.
Or USO specials, yeah.
Yeah, it was just insanely like, the whatever Christmas variety special. Like
yeah. Like you could have B. Arthur in one, and you could have like Chewbacca, and you could have
anything you want, really. Like basically whoever was available, whoever had projects to push, come on on.
Yep.
You got Switch.
You could throw Boba Fett in there and have a cartoon with him.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
So Godzilla never did a Christmas movie, but I think I'm going to go see Godzilla on Christmas because I have nothing else to do.
I went and saw it actually.
Yep. Good.
I thought it was actually very, very well done. A fantastic period piece.
Yep.
Godzilla beside. Acting was great. Story was a little wonky in parts. That was the only thing I didn't give it high marks for.
Yep.
CGI was great all around. It was a really, really good film.
Good. I look forward to it.
Awesome. You're gonna love it, Switz.
All right. So in no particular order, because I don't think I ranked them or whatever. The Muppet Christmas Carol. I really enjoyed it. I remember seeing this one in theaters. This was a fantastic adaptation of the classic Christmas Carol story by Charles Dickens. The best part about this one was that Michael Caine played it straight as you could imagine. He did not recognize them as Muppets. He recognized them as actors.
That was intentional, and it worked well.
That was what played it perfect.
Yeah,
and he was. Alistair Sim was probably my favorite Scrooge, yes, but Michael Caine was very, very close second.
I love this film too, and Michael Caine is what makes it work.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep, and Fozzie, because Fozzie's my favorite Muppet,
and I like Gonzo too. So
yeah, Waka Waka,
yay,
Die Hard, because everyone loves to go to a Christmas party.
Exactly.
And I do love hearing the controversy about it now. People, the arguments. Is it a Christmas movie? Is it not a Christmas movie? Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. It happened at Christmas. He was at a Christmas party. It was just fun. It was 40 stories of sheer adventure.
Did you see the battery commercial they did?
The Witch?
The battery commercial, Die Hard battery commercial.
No, I
Go
don't
look
think
it
so.
up on YouTube sometime.
Okay.
Literally, they bring back Bruce Willis, Argyle, and the guy that was the nerd, and they're
Yep.
all going after Bruce Willis, who's trying to get a new battery, and it's amazingly done for like, almost like a Die Hard. That's great.
All right. I went with It's a Wonderful Life.
Never seen it.
Never seen it. You should really watch it. It's a classic and a fun one.
I know what it's about.
And yeah, it's probably the first or maybe the most famous of the first what would happen if I chose a different path movies.
Absolutely.
What if I wasn't here? What if I didn't do this? Yeah.
Spoofed by Mary with the Children with Sam Kinison acting as the angel.
Yep.
And in the end, it turned out everybody was better off with Al Bundy, and he just decided to come back to spite people, which I appreciate. Yeah, I should give it a watch. I've never watched it, but I heard it, like you said, it is good, right?
Yeah, give it a watch. And then you should watch the Saturday Night Live Missing Scene.
I saw that. I saw it out of context.
Yeah.
Like,
what's that?
I like
What?
drop it. Like, oh my,
triple.
I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. That was a hilarious bit with Dana Carvey,
Oh my gosh.
John Lovitz, and
Absolutely.
Bill Hartman. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
There we go back to Alistair Sim, Christmas Carol.
So you got good taste.
Yep. This was my favorite cover for this one because I just loved the Emerald edition. That DVD
Strong cover. Very
yeah.
strong cover.
Yeah. That one was always tricky to get a good copy of on DVD.
Oh, really?
It ended up in public domain somehow, I guess, and so many companies picked up the rights to that particular movie or print of it or whatever, and sometimes they would release it and you would get like horrible prints and just low quality. There were at least 6 different versions I could think of that IGV did. A whole bunch of different companies did them, and they didn't always transfer well because they didn't spend the money for the proper prints.
One thing I remember, I'm not sure if it's true. It could be just kind of a Mandela effect, whatever.
Yep.
I thought they used to play this on Christmas Eve, and when he says it's Christmas, it was midnight. I thought that would happen. If it's true or not.
I want to say that they did it with Peter Graves doing like narration.
I must say it happened on CBC, but I can't remember for sure.
Cutting out and stuff like that. Like when it went to commercial break or whatever, like Peter Graves would like do like the little bit of fill-in narration.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that though.
That was on Broadcast Network, or if that was on A&E or something like that. But I remember that.
But CBC would air it at a weird start time. So at midnight, when he says it's Christmas, it'd be Christmas. That's what I thought, but I'm wrong though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I went for a little holiday horror because this was a new classic, clever, creepy, and fun. It was a fun movie.
It was a fun movie,
and it did reinforce and cement a lot of holiday values, pushing the family aspect and things like that. And it was scary, but not too scary. But it was a fun movie. I really enjoyed this one. I only actually watched it for the first time last year.
So did I actually. I heard so much about it, and it was actually a very decent film.
Well, there was this one that had the big cast, really. I can't remember everybody who was in it. Give me half a second. This one came out in 2015, and it had Adam Scott, Toni Collette, David Kirshner, a big cast, and it did really well. It was probably the first of the Krampus movies, but it did launch a big Krampus trend.
Yeah.
There were a lot of knockoff Krampus films afterwards that I never watched any of those, but I assume that or what I've heard, they played them just for horror and not for the family aspect and the thing this one did.
Yeah, you're right. This one is exceptional. This one is basically a holiday film masquerading as a horror film more than anything.
Yeah. Then I went with
Okay.
some Doctor Who because
I
I
wasn't
really
doing that, yeah.
enjoyed the Christmas specials when they had them.
I forgot
Christmas
about that.
Vacation was a fantastic one. I didn't just pick movies; I picked TV shows as well,
Okay.
Christmas specials and holiday
Yeah.
themed things. Christmas Invasion, which gave us our first bit of the 10th Doctor, David Tennant. I really loved this episode, and I could watch this episode 100 times.
I could too, actually. This is a really strong episode.
Yeah.
And it was a tradition for a long time to have a special at Christmas for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
On Christmas Day. I remember
Yep.
Taya, would make time to go and watch the episode as it aired, which was
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what time they're going to be airing this one this year. If it's going to be like 1 o'clock release, kind of to time up with the BBC release again.
It might
the BBC, they air it after dinner, right? They air it like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or whatever it is.
Yes.
Yep.
It might be.
Then we had the Next Doctor, which was
Again,
just
a
fun romp of a Christmas special.
That was a good Christmas special, actually.
Yeah. It got a little cheesy with the giant Cyberman robot, but
you know what? I can take that cheese. I'll eat that cheese.
Yeah. Voyage of the Damned. Their Titanic episode with the heavenly host, these angel robots, and a very lovely Kylie Minogue as a guest star.
It's a very strong episode. This one. This is a really good one.
Yeah. The Runaway Bride
happened at Christmas. Yeah,
which happened at Christmas as well. Ironically, the episodes are kind of linked because you had Wilfred Mott in this episode. As just a throwaway character, just as they didn't even plan on him being in the future series. They just had him as you aliens go away. I'm not going to let you ruin Christmas this time. And then he shows up, not even in this episode, but they played him off in the next seasons as Donna's grandfather.
Yeah,
which was really nice. Yep, because the actor who's going to be your father passed away.
Exactly.
Yep. But yeah, Runaway Bride was a great classic Christmas movie or Christmas episode. My favorite part of this whole episode is the TARDIS flying down the highway there to rescue her from the robot Santas.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Christmas Carol, they did their own version of it.
They did, yep.
Some time travel in it, which was really kind of fun. And some great music in this one. The singing and the flying fish and everything were really well done.
Mm-hmm.
That was Catherine Jenkins who did the music, I believe.
Okay.
And she was just like a classic opera, whatever singer. She was fantastic. And then How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I like the cartoon.
Oh yeah, the cartoon's classic.
Yeah,
cartoon is timeless.
The cartoon is great because it was short as well, and it was a quick little watch, and you could, because of the age where we grew up, this stuff was on TV every year.
Yep.
And usually a couple of times before the holiday. You'd be able to catch this one maybe 2 or 3 times before the holiday on the different networks. Everyone kind of aired it at a different time. And after a number of years, you could just tell the story and just read along with it there. Like you knew
absolutely
was going to happen. Yeah.
That's one of the things I kind of miss because with stuff like the Grinch and Frosty and Rudolph, like I said before, that hyped up, that it was the hype for Christmas, right? Because when we were watching cable, we're bombarded by, this Saturday, 8 o'clock, tune in kind of thing, tune in, right? And we tuned in every year, even though we knew it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It got us going kind of thing.
Yeah. My next Christmas movie.
Lay it on us, man. Bernie will be excited.
If you think of 12 days of Christmas, what's day number 5?
That's 30th. No, it's 5 gold rings. Sorry, Smith. I couldn't resist.
All right. No, actually, it's funny. Is it 5 gold rings or 5 golden rings?
5 golden rings.
I've heard it both ways. I don't know.
It's 5 gold rings. Yeah, it's gold rings.
Yeah, but it's also 5 golden rings.
5 gold rings.
Yes. So my next movie has a ring in it.
You're not the only one that
not
has.
Not because it's a Christmas movie or it takes place at Christmas, but it does have elves. But because this has become one of the newer Christmas traditions for a lot of people is to marathon watch the Hobbits and Lord of the Ring movies.
Bernie does it. Michael Bernie is a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I know he
Yep.
used to binge watch them.
Yep. And people make contests of it and events of it. And it's really a cool thing to do.
When was it released?
2001.
I mean, what month was it? Was it released November?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
I'll look it up real quick here.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Or they were released in January.
December 19th was
Okay.
Fellowship of the Ring was released.
Okay.
Yep. So it was. That's why it came at Christmas, because it came out at Christmas.
Yep.
It
But
stuck
then-
around for a long time, though.
The marathons just happened with the advent of home video.
Yeah. Two Towers is also December.
Yep.
Return of the King, also December.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Makes sense.
So
I remember way back when I was still married, we went and saw these for our anniversary because they were still in theaters.
yeah, these things stuck around for a long time.
February. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I must I haven't watched them in a while, and I should watch them. I do enjoy watching them. I just got to be in the mood to watch them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Christmas Vacation, of course, a classic.
I had this on my honorable mention list. I took it off because I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yep. It's still a fun one. And everyone knows lines from it. Shitter's full, Clark. Merry
And I
Christmas.
agree, Clark. You know,
Thank you. F you. Yep.
well, yeah. There's so many lines from it. It just, like I said, it's one of those movies you just wound up playing every Christmas because it's funny.
Yep. I remember we watched it in class in English class, stuff like that, just because. Well, it was a nice, easy film, so the teacher didn't have to mark anything that week.
yes, the week where you got films for it instead of doing any work. Actually,
well, I'm chapping out where you guys can watch a movie. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. So those are my picks.
Those are all great picks. Like I said, I imagine if anybody's gonna picks, let us know. But like I said,
I knew that I was going to duplicate with you on some of them.
you have to, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a small field, so there are only so many that can go around.
Exactly. That are good, anyways.
Yeah, and well, we having similar tastes. Obviously, are going to duplicate, but I like to think that I grabbed a few that were a little off the beaten path as well. Yep.
Like I've watched some of the new stuff that's come out. Like 8-Bit Christmas came out, I think, a couple of years ago, which is about a guy who wanted Nintendo for Christmas. I appreciate the effort, but it didn't really land with me as a Christmas film or a good film. Everybody's doing a Christmas film. I see everybody's got a Christmas film coming.
Yep.
I'm not sure if they're just trying to get the money or they're trying to make the next classic, whatever thing. I'm sure it's the money kind of thing.
Remember, every show used to have a Christmas episode too.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I just see on the streaming services there's more Christmas movies, like new Christmas movies coming out every year.
Yeah.
Well,
Community, some pretty good Christmas episodes. Cheers had some decent ones. Night Court.
yeah, everybody had one. MASH has some excellent ones.
Yeah.
MASH
Family
has some
Ties.
excellent ones. Family
Yeah.
Ties. But no, MASH has some really good Christmas ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say, but yeah,
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone. Yeah.
Art Carney. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said though, it seems like everybody's trying to make a Christmas film. I'm not sure if it's just I think basically it's content for streaming for December and what people want to watch a Christmas movie, so they'll make one.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is the Hallmark movies are keeping the Ottawa Valley in business because they're always swarming over here in the summer, making these movies. They're
Yeah.
always up here. Like they can shoot a whole film start to finish in 3 days and be gone. Boom, boom, boom.
Well,
And
they
a lot
like exterior scenes, right?
a lot of people like doing them because they said, you know, you can spend 2 or 3 weeks in Ottawa, and it's kind of nice to get paid well too.
Yep.
Well, they yeah,
And they can do it quick because they only need so many exterior scenes. The rest they can do on sound stages or whatever, right?
exactly. Yeah, like I said, it's not now uncommon to be driving around in October, November, and see basically a film crew shooting a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But no, that's all I got. Like I said, I haven't got like a lot of Christmas films.
Yep.
I can think of. One thing about doing something for the new year, dude. I'm not sure what the next topic will be. Like apart from Niagara Falls Comic Con.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I'm sure we'll think of something. Yeah.
talk about the Blue Jays not getting Otani.
Yeah.
Well,
Or he signed with the Los Angeles Tax Dodgers, I hear.
yeah. But we'll talk about definitely Niagara Falls Comic Con. We'll start our Who's Not Gonna Come poll.
Yep.
We'll talk about the Christmas special for Doctor Who, most obviously, for sure.
Yep.
Pull up
Yep.
on that, basically.
Yep.
Maybe we'll do something where we look ahead this year to see what movies are coming out, to see if there's
Yeah.
anything on the horizon. Well, that's maybe bad because the strike. We'll think of something.
Yeah, we'll think of something. If
Exactly.
anyone's out there that wants to talk about something, let us know what you want us to talk about. We'll talk about anything.
We'll absolutely ramble on, no problem. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening to us ramble on about holiday and Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Good show. I wrote down some to watch. Awesome,
Yeah,
Mom.
there you go. Good to hear. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, my dad, though,
holidays?
he would howl that Grinch baby. He would howl every time it came on.
Yeah.
And when he see the classroom going, my dad would just howl. You just see him just howling. Oh my god. But yeah, like I said, I love watching the holiday films. Hope you find something you enjoy. Like I said, if you know what us to talk about or cover other stuff, let us know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to all our viewers, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. Thank you. Happy holidays. Thank you for all watching. We will catch you soon. You can catch us around on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff. We're not that hard to find.
We are
Give
not
us
hard to find.
Yep. I hope everyone has a safe holiday and a good holiday. If you're not planning on doing anything for the holidays with your family or with your friends, whatever, that's okay too. Just be smart about what you decide to do with yourself.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so
what's your plans?
Plans is to go down, see my mom, see the in-laws.
Yep.
Come back up, get my friggin' business books together, get my talk to my accountant.
Yeah. Who's cooking what?
I think I think Drew's got a turkey and a chicken for us. That's the in-laws.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I got to talk to my siblings what we're doing for mom. Could be lasagna. Yeah. I like lasagna too.
Hey, there you go. That's nice.
And I got to clean up the geek. The geek cave's a mess. Look like a bomb went off in here. I got things everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna go see Napoleon over the break.
Ah, okay. All right.
Kids saw it, said it was all right.
Yep.
Weird in spots, so I'm all in.
Yep. I hear that the part where he kills Hitler is really awesome.
I want to see Napoleon. I'm gonna skip Aquaman too. That'll be a big skip. Yeah, that's my plans. What about you, man? What's your plans?
Not much. Kids are down for a little bit. I'm gonna do Christmas dinner here at my place with a few of them. My mom's coming over and that, and then they're heading up to see their mother and that. And so I'll be Cousin Eddie, I guess.
Nice, Wits.
Yep.
All right, man.
All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you for coming out.
Cheers.
We will see you all when we see you.
In the future.
Yes. Unless you replay this and you can see us in the past, I guess. Whoa.
All right, Switz. Cheers, man.
All right. Night. Merry Christmas. Have a good one.
Merry Christmas.
We will see you later.